Hello, Steve White, Checkboy 89 for Steve Arts 89. Well, we are getting towards the end of Star Trek Discovery, episode 9. One more to go. This one is called Lagrange Point. Now, this is just setting up the last episode, really. There's a cliffhanger at the end, and no one's surprised because it's the setup for the final episode. Basically, they're going for the... well, they've already given the key to Mol, but they basically are trying to find the preserver tech. So they have to spore drive into some difficult place where it's basically or not hidden, but it's like in between a middle point between two black holes. So they have trouble going. There's like a total gratuitous action sequence that didn't entirely make sense as far as which direction they went versus what the ship went versus what they said in the script, but I don't want to think about it. Basically, they get there, they find it, and then they sit there and talk about it, and then the Breen basically show up, beam the thing out, and then now they have to infiltrate the Breen ship just to get it. And I'm like, did they just need to fill an episode? Like, I mean, okay, so they have two teams going onto the ship. One has to find the progenitor. Is it progenitor? The tech, the MacGuffin. And the other crew has to disable the shields so they can get back out. And I'm like, how'd they get in again? I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so it's nice to see Reese have something to do. And Rayner in command is kind of interesting. He seems to have relaxed a little bit. He's got a bit more respect for the other crew members. But there's a few little moments there with him and Tilly and that. They're kind of interesting character-wise, but I don't really particularly want to see him for another season or see him be the second in command or anything. But Saru was actually in this episode. Doug Jones was in this episode. He's been missing pretty much all season, which is a pity because he's one of the only good characters on the show. Really just him, Reese, and what's the name of the lizard? Oh, it's all messing my head for a second there. Linus, yeah. Like, they're the only good characters in the series too, because of the makeup. But yeah. Okay, so Mol is using the device to get into the whatever it is. And it's booby trapped, so someone ends up one of the troopers ends up getting like sucked away somewhere. She tries to beam Lux remains into that. I'm like, what is she doing? What is it all about? Just a lot of rushed things in this episode. It just felt like they're just trying to get to the end, and it's just like, but then at the same time they sort of made up this whole complication to make a whole episode out of just getting the item. They should have just been able to get there, beam out, or beam it and beam it, out, whatever, and be gone. But no, they have this whole I don't know, it's just there. The whole episode's just there. Yeah, what else? Stamets gets him through the shields of the device because he's got some magic technology, of course, so they're just making stuff up just because. Yeah. That's about it. It's really just set up for the next episode. It's just, let's have an action episode. This is step 9 before we get to the end. It's like it's all just set up for the end of the series. It's just the whole series is just going towards one point, and it's really just one story. Yeah, I don't have anything good to say about this episode. It's just like, it wasn't bad. It's just, it wasn't its own thing, but it's just another stepping stone to get to the end, and it's like this use of a season of a show, this sort of structure that they have, and the way that it's not Star Trek, it's not good. I mean, if there was something interesting about it, it wasn't just finding puzzle pieces and then opening the thing and then fighting over it with the bad guy, which is basically what the next episode's going to be pretty much, I'm sure. But I mean, the only interesting thing is looking at scenes in that and wondering, if anything from the earlier episodes were added in the reshoot, so it was all just the last episode. But and there's a really awkward moment where Burnham and Book are talking about their relationship while they're trying to get into this you know, while they're doing their espionage and everything, while they're infiltrating the ship. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this. I won't call it a filler episode, but it's just, you know, it's just point A to point B. Do we need to be here for the end of the season? Basically, that's sort of it. Yeah.